Here with UWL head women's track and field coach Nick Davis as we prepare for the 2023 National Championships. They're this weekend, March 10th and 11th, down in Birmingham, Alabama at the Crossplex facility. Coach, let's first, before we talk about the national meet, let's talk about the conference championship. Third straight, a couple weekends ago. Record for points, scored points in multiple events. Let's recap that. And of course, let's talk about, you had several honors yesterday in the WIC Coaching Staff of the Year, but also 3 athletes earning awards from the conference as well.
Yeah, it was a really fun weekend. It's always my favorite time of the year when our whole team can be there working together, just bringing a lot of energy to the facility wherever we are. And this time at Stout, but it was a great overall, a great performance, I think, across the board. I mean, scoring double-digit points in every event except for the DMR, which we took third in, was pretty impressive. And I think just the way that they just kept coming back and kept pushing themselves to be better. A couple of highlights, the high jump going 1, 2, 3 was pretty awesome. We took the top spots in the 5K, seeing school records fall. Ainsley Hansen in the high jump, Emma Lawrence in the hurdles. I mean, just Emma Lawrence had a meet of her life, and then comes back again this past weekend and just had another great meet. But across the board, it was really great. And then to see, the recognition of Sky Digman being the co-field event athlete of the year, Emma being the track athlete of the year, and Ainsley Hansen being the newcomer of the year. I just think it shows our depth. It shows the height of, our event areas. And then, one exciting thing is just seeing how well our freshmen did too. Looking at our freshman class, I mean, we scored almost over 90 points at the conference championship. So not only our seniors are stepping up, but our future looks bright too. So that's exciting for us.
Let's talk about the national meet. You have 21 entries. You have, when you look at the list, you're across the board, the dashes, the hurdles, the distance. You have both relays. Several people in the field events as well. Skylar White, of course, in the pentathlon. Just talk about the wide range. It talks about your depth of the program right now.
Exactly. So, our depth at the national meet, when you think about, top 20 in the nation go to the national meet. And for us to have 21 of our women at the national meet is pretty huge. That's a quarter of our team that's going to be at the terminal championship indoor. So that's really exciting. And then to see that across the board in pretty much all event areas. We have some people that are as high as number 1 in the country. Sky Digman in the weight throw, she's second in the shot. Emma Lawrence is second in the hurdles. Our 4x4 is ranked first. We have a lot in the top, top 3, but we also have a lot of room to move up. So with that depth and people that even just like Maddie Hansen sneaking in at 18 and Haley Kent sneaking in at 19, they're still there to do a job. And I think they realize what they have. The hard part is over, and now what they have in front of them is a great opportunity to help their team win a national title. So I'm excited to see all of that.
You have student athletes with experience at the national meet, but you also have some newcomers. What, as a coach, what do you tell them this weekend, in not just the newcomers, but also the veterans? What do they take into this meet? How,
sure,
to be ready?
I think for us, we've talked about it all year long. It's just our team just progressing over time and growing over time. I still don't think that we've hit on all cylinders yet. And each week there's this little bit of a surprise or this little bit of leveling up that we've had throughout the season. And I'm just excited to see that come together. What they have to know is that they don't need to put on this superhero suit and do something outside of the realm of possibility. They just need to be themselves, and they have been doing that all year. They've been progressing all year, and the part that I always like to tell them is that, again, the hard part's out of the way. Now you have the opportunity in front of you to have some fun. We're there with 21 of our team members, so we're there with a full team. It's just about enjoying the experience that they earned, and so I'm excited to do that this weekend.
What do you know about the facility, the Crossplex down in Birmingham? What do you know about that one?
Beautiful. It's awesome bank track. I mean, it's a track and field facility through and through. There's tons of space in there. They'll have the dashes and the hurdles on the inside, on the straights. They have pole vault, high jump, and the jumps on the inside, so everything's front and center for spectators and all that. And the bank track is going to be fun. So we got out on the bank track earlier this year just to get a little experience for some of our top sprinters. And we had a great time out at Gately. So this will be a good experience for them getting back on the bank and seeing if we can run some pretty fast times.
What do you expect nationally across the country in terms of other teams to watch?
I mean, it's on the women's side. There's a lot of parity every year. You know, Loris is always going to be strong. They've won the last couple national titles. WashU looks really strong. Johns Hopkins, UChicago, Williams. Like there's a lot of different schools that I think are really going to be vying for podium spots. In addition to us, I expect to get everybody's best shot, just like we're going to give ours. And you know, at the end of the day, like we're going to put out everything that we can out there on the track and in the field events, and we'll see where the chips fall. But I feel good about our chances of coming back with a good performance as a team.
We're videoing this morning in our new the field house, the student field house here. Coach, just talking. We had 3 meets in here. Just talk about what this has meant for your program this year. Not, we had a lot of planning stages for it. Yeah. Now to have 3 meets in here and to be able to practice in here daily. What's this facility meant?
It's been incredible. I mean, this is a top-notch facility. I feel like it's something that I'm very grateful for as a coach because of the amount of flexibility we have in terms of what we can do in terms of training and stuff like that. So with the men's and women's teams all in here at the same time, there's just a lot more space. There's a lot more ability to get things done in a smaller amount of time versus over at Mitchell Hall. In addition to that, I can't overstate like how great it's been to be able to host some indoor meets here, because not only we don't have to travel, we feel more rested throughout the indoor season, and not having to get on a bus and go 3 hours to Whitewater every time, or Mankato or whatever like that. We have the opportunity to compete here and stay in our own beds and all that kind of stuff has been good. And talking around with some of the coaches from other teams who have been able to come here, they absolutely love the track, and so they're looking forward to coming back in future years, and we're looking forward to hosting in future years.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
You bet.